Hey everyone. So I'm back with another video. And honestly, I just want to show up at this space that I'm creating for myself in YouTube. Although being uncomfortable with social media, YouTube is definitely different, as I've discussed. If you've seen my other videos, I have a very uncomfortable um, relationship with social media. Uh, I just want to just rebrief an overview. Um, I want to say I'm just gonna give time periods because I'm not really good with like structuring. Right, I'm just gonna anyway. About 2016, 2017, right around that time, I let go of social media completely. I was going through a dark night of the soul, and it was like horrible. Social media made it worse. I've been always very hypersensitive to how others treat other people. If that makes sense, did I say that in the right way? I've been hypersensitive to how others treat others. And social media, especially Twitter times, I've seen people like rip people down in apathetic ways that almost seemed very cruel, right? Um, I've always had this understanding, especially throughout my life, that like, what am I doing here in this body? Like, I want to say since 12, 13, what am I doing here? What is this? What is this thing? I always looked at my hands like, what are we going? What are we doing with this? What is this? What do I do with this? What do I do with human life? How do I be a human? Right? How do I go about this thing? How in school? How do I go about school? What am I supposed to care about? People ask me, you know, throughout my life, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know what it means to grow up. Like, like I was like, what do you want from me? Like, I didn't understand. I didn't understand how I was supposed to have all the answers at a young age, growing up, having a career, and all these other things that people like sprinkled and eh, threw on 8-year old children. Like, yo, what are you gonna do? Some people know. Okay, other people are clueless, were and lost, and I was one of those people until like I found something that sparked my soul back up. Right. Um. Anyway, the point of making this video was to show up, to create a space for myself, to express myself in ways, and also to give back to the community of those on a spiritual journey and are aware and are walking it, and it's not fun and it's not easy. I want to give back to them because it isn't easy. I mean, I know how uneasy it can be. So, what helped me on the journey is definitely music. I let my soul gravitate towards anything that it was remotely interested in. Like, that was like, no, this is it. You gotta put this one in the chamber. You gotta put this one in the right. So, I also, through being suppressed in my life and being like, honestly, my voice feeling like it was taken away from me, um, throughout my life, me being suppressed, like throughout the if you saw the video where I uploaded welcome to the channel, or the understanding of the channel, right, and the intent, I've been suppressed. I say this in the other video. I've been suppressed in my life unnecessarily, honestly. I've been oppressed, dominated, on, in an expression of, I've been made to have the mud in my face, in a sense. Like, I've been put in my face has been put in the mud, and you know how they just will like really, and then they'll kick you, and then so I'm not. I don't show up here again as a victim of that, but someone who has like saw those things as profound lessons and my greatest teachers to be who I needed to be at this moment. Because honestly, if I wasn't who I was now, I would never be here showing up in this way. So anyway, I prepared together. If you guys listen, guys, go to the playlist. Right, I'm on Spotify. Go to the playlist. They really express to me. I can express better than a finite amount of time. Great emotion. And again, I'm gonna be putting together some stuff on YouTube. So, film wise, because I love film as well. I love cinema, not the nasty, um, dark, occult, black magic. Not that part, but the expression part, the art part, the I need to say something. I need to express myself part. The documentaries expressing the struggle of others. I'm not all just about doom and gloom, but you know, I'm about like seeing humanity through all its lenses. Um, Sometimes I don't want the really really chaotic or dense stuff because um, the oppression of the people. The people, people of color. Let's say that people of color. I'm a person of color. So anyway, or I incarnate here as a person of color, right? In this whole thing, guys, within my life, I've always gone by the understanding that I'm experiencing humanity, and I almost wouldn't let myself experience or say anything different. Not in a, not in a, how should I say? Not in a way where I'm being. I don't like to even say delusional. I don't like to say that. I say focused on the truth. Anyway, as I focused on the truth, and upheld truth, and knocked on the door, because remember, I'm asking questions like, what is this? What is existence? I've been through many existential crises, existential dread, all of these things, right? All of these things. I've dehydrated myself, accidentally, because I was like infatuated with drinking tea and didn't know at the time, I was young, that I was drinking only caffeinated tea and it dehydrates the body, right? Like that. I thought it was water, and then I put tea, but it was still I put tea leaves, but it was still water. So I'm still getting hydrated. You see anyway, younger years. Um, Living your learn, paying your earn. I just wanted to show up here and be real with myself, be real with those that are on the spiritual journey, who are like warriors who've come through the mud, who I want to say through the trenches. Okay, who anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about and who hasn't wavered from their soul and their spirit. Literally, hello, those who are expressing themselves, literally brave enough to express themselves. I'm gonna like send this video out to people that have helped me. I'm gonna be honest with you. They are probably listening to it. If they are willing to listen to it, they're listening. I'm like, listen, please listen. Because honestly, you guys have helped me through, because I don't have messages like these in my everyday life. I had to do it all alone by myself. I had to structure this way of thinking. I had to structure myself alone ultimately, because all respect to my parents, they were not capable of doing it. You know, um, One parent rose above the other. Let's look. One parent rose above the other in winning the Great Parent of the Year award for a long time running, but the other one made it worse for me. Right? If anyone is following me after this point, they're just gonna continue to follow me, and I share my story, because it was mostly childhood, guys. Let's be honest. Like, I went through a divorce. My parents went through a divorce, right? I went about the divorce pretty well. I have a sibling. I went through the divorce pretty well, and they did not. So there was a lot of taking things out on us. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it, because I focused on the truth. I focused on the truth that God is everything. and God is even music. And here we go. I'm just gonna segue that into this. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up here. I love when people say that because we need this. We need this space. We need this community. And I just want to support that community in ways that I naturally express myself. I went to creativity to keep me alive. I went to creativity. I went to creative endeavor, creative pursuit, and I lived in it. Whether it be the music, I didn't make music, but I listened to enough music where I can put it together in a certain way. Right? The way I put music together in a certain way is the way I create clothing from scratch, right? I'm not gonna brag about the clothing thing. I love design. That's what this is all about. So we're gonna put this all together. This is for the ones, the afflicted, like I like to say. This is for the oppressed or who were oppressed, because we about to be out this mother. You know what I'm saying? We about to be the year of the fire horse. I'm hearing you guys. I've been keeping up. There's a lot to say. I'm into astrology, esoteric astrology, esoteric studies, esoteric Christianity, Zen Buddhism, esoteric Buddhism, Hinduism, all these things. These are just things that point to the truth. But we're focused on the truth. Can I get a here we go.
Oh, don't stop. Play on, please.
There's a price. A place on your ship.
What do you know of the sea?
Listen, I'm gonna probably start chanting a song that really is important to me. Okay, and I'm gonna cut through certain things to put certain things together. I don't want this to be so long, right? I'm not keen to how much of the good people's time they'll sit and listen to me for. But anyway, those that'll struggle through. Here we go. We're still doing it. You'll understand the song.
Nothing.
To face the sea without knowledge or skill brings only death.
Of death I am knowledgeable. Danger I do not fear.
Me too.
And I can give you music. Music that will tame wild beasts. Lift men's hearts to heaven.
What is your name?
Orpheus.
Disclaimer, I don't know if YouTube is listening. I don't own any of these songs. I don't claim these as mine.
Dudes eat your food like harpies, not as car thieves. Large pleas came home hard murderers. By the death toll, would have thought the threshold was guarded by service. It's hard to love, and if only God can judge, who needs juries? Weighing the crime, still paying for mine. Haunted by the three furies, should discover y'all brothers. Instead of throwing signs that divide you. It ain't never sue you, just headed to you with nines. That's the Hydra. Being the prop of the papes made a lot of mistakes in my era. Hard life course, who needed white horse to defeat their chimera. Every morning wake, never caught a break. Revealed I was jinxed to be the man that ciphers life's riddle. Get killed by his face. Quietly spoke volume of my drama. Since then I've been at war. It's no bull, my life was in a labyrinth. Like the Minotaur, rose from the pavement. Unaided, negotiated like the sly fox. I told son, won't be fooled by no one like the Cyclops. The more static, the more tatted. You would've thought Yakuza. Large props or hard rocks is like we all saw Medusa. Till the roar of silence. We at war with the tyrants. Blocks of outlaws. But all we watch out for is the silence. I'm not gonna let you get the best of you. Get your best of This is Orpheus verse. This wasn't a want, just more of a thirst. Brand Alaska's on this landmass, fortunate first. Of course, when I was lost, it was important to search. Questionable, cause at most impressionable, they told me the worst. For years, accepted this living prison, just thought we was cursed. If mommy couldn't buy me nothing, why she bought me to earth? Also certain he was hurting me. I fought from birth.